Ravens live. Yo-yo. Packers. Colts.
Come on, come on, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. And his franchise guru. You already know how we do it, man. Right here. Teach and Tell It. You already know episode 2. Getting after, as always. For some reason, in my opinion, I feel like this season 3 is a little bit more different. I mean, 1 and 2 was solid. And we had some great Super Bowl winners in a sense. How do I say it? Like, that's not downplay how great season 1's 30 for 30 story with the Rams was with his season. And then, Mr. Hood Star comes out of nowhere and takes season 2's championship by stopping the Seahawks from having an undefeated season and taking down their
Lions.
age-long record, right? Season 3, I don't know if it's because the rookies can be dressed now or what, or like, after the season 1, season 2, season 3 now, guys are starting to have a feel of who they got on their team, what the draft class look like, all the good stuff. But it just makes it feel like we just in something right now. Like, think this is going to be an epic season for a lot of guys, man. Epic season. We got draft news right now. Posey, the running back, Posey runs into school record books, right? Running back Gregory Posey blazed a trail through the defense and into Purdue's record book with a new single game record for rushing touchdowns. So that's solid. We got a guy doing some things on paper. The Browns and the Bengals are 2 of the league's elite teams. This game has potential to set the tone early in the season. Week 4, man, got some really big matchups coming up, man. I got my plugs in right now. Make sure you stay tuned and keep following the league, man. And if you're in here, man, make sure you're conversating with me through the comment section. It is turned on. Hit that like button and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend that it's him again. You know what I mean? All right, there's a lot on the line beyond the win when 2 top teams like the Broncos and the Colts meet this early in the season. So it's looking like some division games are starting to pop off right now. There's a lot of football still to be played this season, but the Titans win at home against the Raiders feel like a must. I think this is the big game for Albert right now. Coach Albert and the Tennessee Titans. I think he can get this win over the Raiders is a huge statement that he's back. Nothing wrong with being back, my nigga. Eagles, Lions, 2 of NFL's top teams meet in this week's. Are you ready? Are you ready to see what Jahmyr Gibbs is ready to do in season 3 for the Detroit Lions? Everyone in the league is going to have their eye or two this weekend for hashtag Jets Ravens game. Man, the last time these 2 teams met up, it was epic. Felt like a Super Bowl vibe. Definitely felt like an AFC Championship game vibe. At the end of the day, they went to fuck the war. And both teams are war ready, coming off of 2-1 records right now to start their young season in season 3 right now. Listen, the Jets went bonkers in the draft, and those Ravens did a reset in the draft as well. They went crazy. And it's some big time talent running around that's young, running around on both those teams. So that's going to be a hell of a matchup we can look forward to. And Ken Mark over there with, Coach Bill Belichick, can he upset those Bills that are hot right now, right? The Bills started off their season with a 1-point loss. They follow it up back to back. I'm talking about the coach is having a good time. He's been all over the news press talking, breaking down games after they win them and shit, talking about what he did, how guys missed tackles there for the other team, what things was wrong in the home game, in the game against the Jets when he just won. And they set the tone because they just started a rival over there for sure, right? Falk does not take that type of energy lightly. That's all I'm going to say. He doesn't take that type of energy lightly. I'll say it again. He doesn't take that type of energy lightly. And Boone had a whole lot of energy last night. A whole lot of energy last night. And once that happened, my boy Falk came in right away. And he said, you know what, Boone? Good win, my boy. You see it how you see it, and I know what I know. And the shit you talking right now, that's the shit I don't like. So after I get out of this playoff atmosphere with these Jets, when we come back, with these Ravens, when we come back to Buffalo, or Buffalo come to us, it's on it popping. Show you who I am, man. Show you who I am. All right, man. The Patriots and the Bills are matched up, though. Can Mark upset the Bills? He did it last year. Can he, excuse me, do it again? Hey, man, a week 4 win for the Commanders in New York would be one of the statement games in the season so far. So it's cool that they play early on, right? Forrest Win was given a Harold. Giants got the up right now. And the Commanders is looking to rebound off of that, right? They had a big-time game last night against the 49ers. 49ers looked like they went crazy, sending the blitz all crazy and shit. Thank you, Ant. And at the same time, the Commanders pull some positives out of a loss. You got to better pull some positives out of a loss. And they feel like they have their guy at the signal caller. So let's look forward to that, see what they got going on in New York. We'll see. We will see. Get your popcorn ready. Get it ready. Because CJ Stroud is coming into this game against the 49ers, and everyone's expecting fireworks in Houston, right? So the Niners travel to Houston to take on CJ Stroud and that high power offense over there. And guess what? The 49ers and their top tier quarterback at this point right now is trying to earn respect from the entire league. They feel like, we should be compensated as the conversation of a Super Bowl team. Flat out like that. Don't think Brock Purdy can't get it done right now. Right? He has done nothing but trend up, right? That guy's been developing like a maniac over there. That's a big time game though. We got big time power back in this game. The factor backer out of motherfucking Houston. He's a problem. So you know how that go. And guess who's defending their Super Bowl champion? The Dolphins defense was locked in. Look, man, I'm starting to get to the point where we might say the Dolphins might got the best defense in the league. Not too many games where you're going to see donuts popping off, but we're going to go through the schedule and talk about that right now. They went out there and put a goose egg, held a team to a goose egg, though. But will the real CJ Stroud stand up? I just talked about him. I told y'all who he is. Houston couldn't stop turning it over today, allowing the Raiders defense to intercept them 7 times. And that's not the CJ Stroud I've been talking about. But when you're playing a familiar foe, you know what I mean? Things happen. You got to better do some things when y'all got the same type of style of play and all that. Like, you can't turn the ball over 7 times, man. It's hard to win games that way. Rushing leaderboard right now, 38 attempts for Travis Etienne Jr. He got 490 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns. J.K. Dobbins out in Kansas City with 71 rushing yards. 71 carries for 457 and 5 rushing touchdowns. And there's the forever on the board, B. John Robinson, 50 carries for 15, 3 touchdowns. Take a look at our running back leaders. That's the way they go so far. They are looking like they're unstoppable. That's how it goes right now. All right, so a lot of you guys are, you got 2 waves of coaches right now. You got the coaches that have, their roster set veterans, that's thing. They don't want to really play their young boys. They can red shirt, whatever the case may be. And then you got the guys that's putting those young guys on the field and trying to get them going ASAP right now. So, when you're talking about what's going and what's happening, you want to talk about what these type of dandies look like. We left off with the quarterback play, so let's do a little brush touch up on the young quarterbacks that are playing right now for their teams. And let's see what these guys are doing amongst the league in 3 games, right? We got some young gunners flying around here. Let's see how many of them up here in the top when it comes down to young quarterbacks. All right, Trevor Lawrence leads the league in passing yards. Dan Marino Jr., man, Diaper Dandy Dan. This was the number 1 quarterback on the board. The number 1 quarterback out here with 1155. He's slinging that thing, 11 touchdowns, 8 picks. But that 58% is something that he wants to fix. But yeah, it's averaging 385 yards a game with 9.7, so 10 yards per play. Been sacked 8 times, so 8 picks, 8 sacks. I mean, you're looking at the numbers, 2-1 record. The Jets probably been quarterback down, right? They, tried to get on the Zach Wilson train, and it just didn't sit well with the coaching staff. Something about him that just didn't sit well right now, right? And they went and got their guy. And let's make no mistake about it. He's the guy. And he's the new guy in New York that's going to carry this franchise, period, right? I think when you're dealing with a rookie, numbers can be deceiving in a sense, right? What you want to know is how well is he actually running your offense? How much of the playbook does he know? decision making, right? Can he be a game manager? Can he be a guy that can put the team on his back? Like, you're gonna find these things out each game you play, right? And it's trial by fire when you're starting a rookie quarterback right away. Trial by fire. So you're gonna throw him into the fire and just let him go. And in the Jets sense, there's no go-to guy. He has to be the guy. And all signs are pointing to that. They're super confident in him. I apologize for the snoring behind us. Somebody worked 12, 14-hour shift and getting her grown man on right now. So I apologize for the background, but with that being said, Dan Marino Jr., man, he wants to be a guy in this league. He said his father was the guy in his league, and he wants to leave his own legacy, and it's going to start in New York, right? And I think it starts and ends there. In my opinion, they got their guy, right? They have their guy, and all about making a fuse together. Simple as that. As he develops, that team will develop. Simple as that. All right, Brock Purdy's third on this list with 1,149 passing yards right now, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 68%. You'll love to see the not a lot of interceptions, and 68% is solid. That's damn near 70. We good there. 383 yards a game. He's averaging 14 yards a play. They're attacking a mid range. When it comes down to throwing the ball right now, he's been sacked 10 times. Brock Purdy is to continue to trend up. Justin Herbert in L.A., all he did was switch locker rooms. I'm lying. The locker room was the same. He just changed jerseys, and he's doing it again. Now, 6 touchdowns, 7 INT, 60%. To me, this is a Jimbo coach team. I mean, you're going to see a lot of slow start into things. You're going to see a lot of slow starts to things over here, but what you see in the beginning is not what you're going to see in the end when it comes down to this football team. Kenny Pickett, man. 1090 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 68%. Been sacked 10 times. He looks like he's taking that next step for the Steelers. Justin Fields has been Justin Fields. The moment Coach Carter took this team, and he's still Coach Carter doing what he do. 8 touchdowns, though, 8 picks. I think he would like to have the INTs down a little bit this early. 67%, 314 yards a game. He was only sacked 1 time, though. That's huge, especially since they got rid of their best offensive lineman last year to go into the offseason. They traded their best guy to their best young guy to the Bengals, and they had to, you're going to have to replace a stud like that, and it seems like they're holding up front for him right now. Hendon Hooker in Jacksonville, 935 passing yards, five touchdowns, 10 interceptions at 59%. We know Hendon is in a system where he's going to sling that thing, right? But he's a system quarterback. He came out of Tennessee as a system quarterback. He's now in Jacksonville as a system quarterback. And as long as that system's going, he'll be a guy. But with the ups and downs of a system is sometimes the system can fail you, right? It just might not be your day. So we look like he got to turn it around soon. All right. Bryce Heath in his second season with 894, 4 touchdowns, 8 INTs. He's getting familiar with a new system, new coach, new everything. So we got to get that young man some time. Joe Burrow, 879, 8 touchdowns, 2 picks, 71%, 293 on the season right now. Dorian Thompson right behind him, 846, 4-4, 67% right now, 282. He's been sacked 6 times. They go head to head. Lamar, 820, 4 touchdowns, 5 picks, 66%, 273. He's well under Lamar Jackson status right now, so you got to get it together over there in Baltimore. That's not good numbers at all to have to start off the season right now. Ray Will, quarterback number 1 from the first draft class, sitting here with 815, 9 touchdowns, 8 picks, 61 yards. Josh Allen, he been on the trade block the entire fucking year last year, never went anywhere. But look at Josh Allen, 41 completion percentage, 9.6 yards to play. That's terrible for a top-tier quarterback like that. But we do like the 9 touchdowns to the 3 interceptions. Rookie Bulldog Reynolds. I'm not going to do it today, man. Come on, man. Why is you playing with me tonight, bro? I just want to get through this show because I know my opponent just popped up out of nowhere probably, and probably great be DMing the shit out of me for me to load up right now. And I don't feel like getting in this type of mood right now, man. Why you put this pit bull on the fucking on my screen right now, man? Nobody wants to see the nigga from the Green Mile. Nobody wants to see tap your forehead guy. Look at the black spot in the middle of his. He got a black spot in the middle of his brick. He got a black spot in the middle of his brick. Tap the forehead. Tap the forehead. But nah, he balling though for them. 781, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, 61%. This rookie looks like he said, I don't care what rookie quarterback was in front of me coming out of the draft and the combine. I'm the guy. Anthony Knight right now, 779, 3-4. We don't like those numbers. Dalvion Childs. I got to play Dalvion Childs. The Vikings got themselves a signal caller. Let's just call that what it is, right? Momentum swung our game into an ass whooping, but 13-13 going into halftime, this guy looked like he belongs. So as long as he plays games and continue to develop, I think this kid will be somebody we need to talk about going forward. Desmond Ridder, he's the signal caller for the Falcons, 757, 6 touchdowns, 3 INTs. Desmond finally got the nod now, right? He had to deal with the Aaron Rodgers saga for a couple seasons, but now Desmond's saying, all right, finally you're giving the team the mind. Now, I know I'm not the face of this football team, but it is my team being a signal caller. All right, there's no more rookies in the building for us to continue to go down with these quarterbacks right now. So it looks like Marino is a guy right now you got to pay attention to. Bulldog is another guy you got to pay attention to. And then Dalvion is another guy, Childs, another guy you're going to pay attention to at the rookie level when it comes down to the run game. All right, let's talk about rushing and who's running. Travis Etienne right now, 38 carries, 490. This man averaging 13 yards a carry on 7 touchdowns and 63 yards a game. Impressive. 9 broken tackles. Longest run was a hundo. Impressive. He's in his second full season with the 49ers. I think he's getting comfortable in Shanahan's offense now, right? He's starting to get comfortable in his offense. So we're seeing the ETN produce. J.K. Dobbins, Bijan Robinson, Javonte Williams is a new face on the market right now. 7 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns, 135. All right, Najee 57, 386, 6.83 touchdowns, 129 in the game right now. And Tajay Spears is the starting tailback for the Titans. As we go down, we're looking for young guys right now. Jonathan Taylor's been Jonathan Taylor. You're looking at Kendra Miller, Nick Chubb, Kenneth Walker III, Chase Brown, Anthony Sanders, Dog. Brees Hall back in the building. Mike, no touchdowns, but 4.6. Eye Candy down with 52 carries, 275.2. 3 touchdowns, 90 yards. Landon Dotson from last year, Dwayne Rice from last year, Khalib Herbert, Jahmyr Gibbs, Dalvin Cook, and then Felix Key. Here we go, our first rookie running back right now. Now, you're averaging 117 yards a game. A-Chain's here, McCaffrey's here, B-John, Brian Robinson, BRJ is there, James Cook is in the building, Saquon Barkley, Cam Akers, and I'm looking for Le'Veon Bell, 176 yards, 4.33 touchdowns, and you got Snoop Pearson for the Commanders, 18 carries, 149, 8.3 and a touchdown. Justin Fields has got 138 rushing yards already on 17 carries. Okay. He's telling Lamar, I'm the dual threat guy right here. And then you have Anthony Israel, 17 carries, 122 yards, 7.2 and 2 teats. Not too many young running backs really running around. That's putting in work right now. So, man, when we're talking about the diaper dandies and what they're being used at, definitely not there. Now, remember, I'll go and look at the diaper dandies. But right now, we're just looking at the stats and seeing what young guys are doing things. Kai Fo comes in from Michigan, 5'11", 198. This is a speed demon at receiver, crossing route shorty, and you go get guys that'll fit your system. Well, the system for the Jaguars is draft a fast receiver or draft a receiver every year and figure out what he can do. If he can go crazy and have outstanding numbers, draft another one and redo it. Kai Fo, is he going to be the guy that's going to be the guy for Jacksonville, or we see a new guy in this position next year? Last year it was another receiver. This year he's a new receiver, right? And we got a diaper Danny that's playing well right now. 5'11", 198 out of Michigan with 29 catches, 5'19", 17.9 yards a play, 173 yards a game, 3 touchdowns. Noah Fink, Justin Jefferson, Xavier Gibson. You got Davis Allen, C.D. Lamb, Brandon Murray, the running back. He could play receiver or running back, and he's showing you he can catch the ball at the backfield. This man averaging 43.3 yards a game. He is running nothing but wheel routes with that motherfucker. 101, 4 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, 13 for 295, 4 teats. Looks like the triangle offense is starting to use the one of the corners in a sense, right? They're using the stepping stone, the piece, the guy that most guys fear, and they're using him now because he's out there putting in work right now. Carsell from the Packers is there. I'm looking for rookies. Don't see too many. at all, right? Yep. Don't see him. Reggie Moss, 4 touchdowns. He averaged a 41.3. Throw it up. 6 catches for 248. He catching bombs and running up under them. They go to speed, the fastest guy in the world right now. 12 catches, 244, 3 touchdowns. Andrew Roth, speed demon for sure. Like this guy, it was burner city right now. Like he's 99, 98. Like he's special. And he adds to him and Josh Downs together. But they got another guy too. So I like the weapons the Colts got right now. Corey doing a good job assembling the team, and he's assembling nothing but speed. So pay attention to them Colts over there. They got a mean running back, and now they got a nice little receiving package to go with as well. So I'm just gonna stay on the offensive side of things right now and take a look at some of these guys just by coming out the draft and who they are, where they went. All right, so we left off with the quarterbacks, and we're going back now to let's get into it. Let's get to the running back room again. All right, let's go. Diaper Dandy's in the building right now. Calvin Beckford goes to the Panthers. All right, 5'8", 210 out of Rutgers, 93 speed, 93 excel. We know he's not the starting running back for the Panthers because they got a guy that reminds me of. All right, here's a 2-point speed upgrade for the person that can tell me the last running back to either be undrafted or drafted from 5th round to the 7th round to win a Super Bowl, to win multiple Super Bowls and a gold jacket, and was not highly drafted or sought after. He came in from 5th round, 6th or 7th, or even undrafted. If you can name that running back, 2-point speed upgrade. Because the Panthers have a guy and that's such on his roster right now. Now, not a Super Bowl, maybe a Pro Bowl, not 100% sure. All right, bet. Name that guy. Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Name that guy. It's 10 watching, but I ain't seen 10 answers yet. Name that guy. Man, this motherfucker stay hopping on out of nowhere. Oh, there's the guy that get it right there. I don't see nobody else putting it up there. I knew the answer, but I can't get the gift. 2 speed for Snake, Terrell Davis, 2 Super Bowl championships, a gold jacket, and was drafted in the 6th round. All right, my trivia is over. Now, I brought that up because Calvin Beckford, most guys would see him as a starter. Like, damn, this guy can get some snaps. I don't know if he's getting snaps for the Panthers yet. And 8 carries, 27 yards, because they do got a ball guy over there. They got a guy that can really run that rock over there. But I like this running back. If you take a look at him, like he gives you good numbers coming out here on Star. Look, when you're a small back like that, 210 pounds, ain't that small, but you get what I'm saying. 85 break tackles, solid, stiff arm 85. You got great speed, change of direction, everything's there, secondary stuff. He can catch the ball a little bit out the backfield as well. They got a guy that can change the pace over there for the Panthers offense. We're looking for starter, Snoop Pearson. Now, BRJ is the guy in Washington, but Snoop has been getting the pill. And let's take a look at the 5'10", 223-pound back. Breaking tackles is high, stiff arm is high. His agility, not one of those guys that's going to make you miss all crazy. He got high carry, ball vision is really good. That means he's a one-cut back, right? He can change the direct, good spin, good juke, and all that's there. Not one of the stronger side running backs, and that doesn't match his break tackles and stuff like that. But, out the backfield, he can give you some work out the backfield, but I know listening out of the camp of Washington, they like this guy. They think he's really really a guy that could change the pace for them, although he's a bigger back, but he can change the pace for them in ways. So you're looking at Snoop Pearson right here playing good football for the Commanders. Another guy that's going to see time, but not a starter. As you continue to go down, Calvin Hellman, right? 92, 92, 83 overall. There's no way he's the starter over there. He might not even be touching the field yet. 12 carries, 42 yards. That's okay. All right. So another change of pace back for the Lions right now because, they got their guy over there. Now, when you take a look at him, change of direct, agility, he's one of those shifty running backs. But he got high break tackles for him to be 207 pounds, right? 85, 85, and stiff arm 85 across the board. So this is a guy that can be used if they, when they don't have to run the shoes off of Jahmyr Gibbs. They can, slow some of the wear and tear down by giving Calvin Hammond the football. Dexter Stevens goes to the Dolphins. 5'10", 221, 88 break tackle, 90 and 91 stiff arm. They get a complete change of pace back, right, for sure. Now, everybody know A changed the man over there in Miami. But it's a good vibe to have a guy that can change the pace, that can give you that short yardage running in between tackle running for the Dolphins. Dewan McBride for the Ravens, late draft pick, really, really big hammer and nail type running back, 5'10", 235. You see 93, 93, 93 across the board. Good speed, 91 speed, 88 excel, but 91 with his greenhouse up with the coaching tree. Not really a guy that's going, break you down by juking you all crazy, but he's a guy that can lean on you in there as an up back. The Ravens like this guy. He's playing special teams for them, and he's definitely a red shirt type of guy. He's not going to see the field much as a running back. But to make it in the NFL, especially a late draft pick for you to make the roster, you got to better do some special team work, and he does that well. All right, and the Lions get another running back, and they got themselves a Tevin Sharper. He's an even bigger back. This is what they need over there, change of pace for sure. 92 break tackle, 92 stiff arm. So this is a guy that can get you those goal line yards over there. If the Lions coaching staff, with their run-heavy system over there, they got another running back in the building that can really be a first down getter in between the tackle type runner, or even if they want moving the fullback. I don't know what they're going to do with him, if they're going to do anything with him, but we knew Hammond, he got a couple of carries. Let's see if he touched the ball at all. Nope, no stat line yet. If I was the Lions, he would be touching the ball over this kid right here for sure. But sometimes speed attracts guys, right? I would be playing him because you already got that running back and Jahmyr Gibbs. That's going to get the bulk of your carries and all that. This guy can help you in the red zone. All right, Jalen Ramsey's little brother. I'm sorry, little brother went to Florida State. Followed what his brother did. And guess what? He's in Philadelphia now, and he's a guy that can go through a red shirt process because they got a hammer in their backfield in Breece Hall. But he's the guy, right? I like this kid. He was actually number one on the board. Wasn't the number one running back in the draft, but he was number one on the board. But they got a piece they can move around and do some things with because he's a really good receiver out the backfield as well. So Rashad Ramsey for the Philadelphia Eagles should add some depth to their running back room for them. Let's see if he touched the ball yet. 2 carries, 11 yards. So they're gonna end up implementing him a little bit going down, right? You start looking at AI, the new AI right now. All right, this guy is a starting running back. He was the best running back in the draft. He's a starting running back for sure, but they got a starting dog over there, the butt naked Israel over there. That's probably going to get a name change for sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't the starting running back before it's all said and done. I know they got a guy that really went crazy last year for them, and you'll be a fool not to play that guy, especially with the vigorous schedule we got. But this kid will tap into. He will be over 100 carries before the season is over with. He's their third down back right now. He's already taking some of the pressure off of Najee, and he's becoming that guy, right? They love him when they go into shotgun and they spread it out. He catches the ball really well out the backfield. The Ravens do a good job with their running backs as receivers as well. Now, you're not going to see it 99 catches and 80 catches from them, but these guys are really good weapons out of the backfield. They look for running backs that can do all three, right? Block, pass pro, run the football, and catch the ball out the backfield. I think this is out of like when you start looking at rookie running backs. I don't see too many guys that's going to start any rookie running backs that needed a back. Like last year, guys needed backs. Not sure if this year is like that, right? I don't know if this draft was a draft where the running backs were needed. But if there's going to be a guy that could break the starting lineup, that you got to look at maybe as back 1A, back 1B, or something, it would be AI. Now, Clifton Pounds. Now, this is a good running back for McCoy. McCoy needs backs. Like he doesn't need a back. When Kamara getting a little older, you got a guy that can switch the pace. Now we know Miller is the starter over there for sure. But I'm telling y'all, Clifton Pounds is going to be a name in this league. You're going to hear from him, and McCoy's going to find a way to get him going. Oscar Mitchell. Now he's a red shirt special teams guy right now, Oscar Mitchell, right? For the Jets. They got a really good backup running back that didn't even see the field last year. That
Felix P is on
that could be the
FA download
guy.
for Packers.
I'll go. Did he already pop up? Did I skip over him? He didn't pop up yet. Yeah. All right. We'll talk about him when he pop up, buddy. All right, but Oscar Mitchell. Um, you got a big power back that can run. It's got some good speed, right? Like 4 or 5 type guy. Which is solid. It's good stiff arm, great break tackle and trucking. Um, Listen, their running back eye candy is the guy. Like he's the guy for sure, right? He's their running back, but he might be the best receiving back in the league. Because they can line him up as a slot receiver and nothing goes away from what they do offensively. Like he can literally play in a receiver as like a running back for sure. He's the first back to go back to back years with 1,000 yards as a receiver. But Oscar Mitchell can give you that, and that goal line presence, that big factor back type presence, if you chose to. But they have another back that didn't even see the field yet that we're going to see from, or that you're guaranteed to hear from before the season is out. So I don't know what role that does for Oscar Mitchell. Special teams probably be his niche for year one if he continue to play for the Jets. Brett Howell, Saints again. All right, 5'8", 185. I don't know if this is a special teams guy, kick return, punt return guy, but I think he can get snaps as being 80 overall. Nick Carnage, another Dolphins pickup, 6'1", 231. Big back. Look at that, 96 stiff arm though, 93 truck and 90 break tackle. Now we saw another big back they got, but maybe he's the guy that's going to see the field first. He ain't going to wow you with speed, but he got really good kick up acceleration. He hasn't touched the ball yet either. But look at that, man. You got a guy that can be a monster for you, especially in that offense, right? That offense is not what you think the Dolphins offense should look like, especially in the video game. They don't play that. They don't play the way most people will try to play with this Dolphins team. And the run game is part of what they do. So having a guy like this matters, right? Got good excel, 89 speed. Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers. He's probably the new star running back over there. So my question is there anybody uh, that will see Najee Harris as a piece they can go pick up and really get busy with him? Because Najee Harris is a dog, and he's a guy that can carry the ball 30 times a game. Will somebody come take him? Because this is going to be the new star running back in Pittsburgh for sure. The Bears get them another back, but Khalil Herbert is still the starter over there. Aldridge is the running back. He's a big back too, 6'3", 239. So the last time we seen a back like this was Dwayne Rice, 95 break tackle, 94 trucking, 95 stiff arm, and he's not slow at all. He's sitting on plus with the green arrows up. That means his coaching tree gives him speed. But 94, 93, that's solid right there, man. This guy can really be a 1-2 punch for the Cardinals because they had a nice young rookie running back last year that caught the ball for 1,000 yards out the backfield as well as rushed for 1,000 yards. So we shall see when they get back off of vacation what they do with this guy. And then Felix Key, you heard the coach himself speak about this guy. Speed kills, 98, 92. You know he's seeing the field every down. Little guy, 6, nice height, but 2'2", not that big of a runner, but looks like he can be a little bit of both. And I would bet the house that he can catch the ball out of the backfield for sure. Yep, 75, 74, 70. Yep, solid there, 75, 77. Yep. Because he got slot receiver size right now, man. So, and then you look at that speed, boy, with that +3 up, got him at a 98 speed right now. +3 on acceleration, got him up there at 92 right now. So, this is a guy. He's not relying. That's an every down back guy for sure. Lawrence Laurie. With Bijan over there, I doubt Lawrence is going to see the field. Not saying he don't got carries already, but I doubt he's going to see the field. He can just give him a change of, there's nothing wrong with having a back that can change the pace for you, right? Take some wear and tear off your starters, right? Nothing wrong with that. And then Marquise Porter, again, the Philadelphia Eagles, they went and got 2 backs out of the draft and 2 top backs out of the draft. Number 1, Marquise. This was actually the number 1 back on the board. Second best overall back in the draft. As far as coming out, we're not talking about anybody that got a package or anything. We're talking about a nigga that came out the draft as a dog, and Marquise Porter is that guy. Now, you're going to share, he should be able to share some snaps with Breece Hall over there. Because, for him to be 5'8", he's compacted, 215. That's a nice size at back. And then he got good break tackle truck and a stiff arm as well. I want to just point out something, right? Because one of the steals of this year's draft was right here at Will Harden, superstar at the fullback position, 86 overall. He's in the top 10 of overall players to come out the draft. Got him in the late rounds, big time pickup. This guy is a blocking animal, but he's a playmaker as well. He did a lot for Oregon. I'm talking about he did a lot for Oregon. And for Oregon to even carry a fullback on a roster, considering their spread you out team, tells you everything you need to know about this kid, because it was at times he was the starting tailback in Oregon. So this is a chess piece for the Jets. See what they're going to do with him. But this is a big time fullback right here. Let's talk about some of these receivers right now. We go to Don Durham. Martin Johnson out of Florida State, 6'3", 211. A guy that should see the field. Really good size, great special catch right now, 99. Should see some action, but they are pretty solid in the receiving department over there. They did get 2 out of this year's draft. Martin gives them a bigger receivers at 6'3". They give him a guy that could be a red zone threat for him. He has solid speed, right? 92 speed, acceleration a little high, with a +3 on it. And this is a guy that really has really good hands, so they can do some things with him. Route running, he should get a little better at it, but like as of right now, he's a guy that can come in and make a play. Like he probably could start for a lot of teams in this league. But for Baltimore, he's a guy that's going to have to find his way. And they like what they got out of this guy right here too. So shout out Jamil Bolden, 5'10", 179 out of Ohio State. 84. He was the number 1 receiver on the board out of Ohio State. 84 overall, good speed, 97 speed, 94 excel, and he's another 99 special catch guy. That means his jumping is off the roof too. Now, it's a really crowded receiving room and 49er Nation, but I think this guy's going to find his way. They had a couple of games early where they could get him involved, and they did. 10 catches, 224 yards, 4 touchdowns. So this is a young rookie that's going to be a focal point to be developed into something, right? And as you know, Max is doing a pretty good job with him to start off the season. This is good numbers for a young runner, a young receiver. All right, Isaac Cannon, another player that comes to the 49ers, 6'4". They get their big guy, right, out of Florida State, 6'3" and 6'4", and Martin Johnson and Isaac Cannon. 93 speed, 94 excel. 93 special catch, though. You would like to see a higher special catch, but as far as route running and things like that, Isaac Cannon looks like he could be a true number 1 for this team. They've been flirting around with a bunch of smaller receivers playing a number 1 for the first 2 years, but now I think they actually got a true number one over there. And Isaac Cannon. So shout out to the 49ers and what they did. All right, Andrew Roth, man, this is the fastest guy in the world right now, 99, 98. I mean, if you was right, he can make you forget about guys like Tyreek Hill, that type of speed. Like, this is the guy that can run by anybody on your defense. Simple as that. Like, he is track speed football player, though. I like this piece for the Colts because, again, Josh Downs has been developing into something special, and then they bring in two rookies, and this is the first pick they had. My question is, we've seen speed burners, you know what I mean? Ross that came out from Washington, speed guys that tore the clock up and on a 40 time and all that. And, we really haven't seen too many guys with this type of speed outside of Tyreek Hill. And he wasn't drafted high, and Tyreek Hill's the guy. But, like, I'm talking about drafted high because of what they did in the combine. Simple as that, right? When you see these numbers, when it comes down to your running and your cone drills and things like that, you are going to fly up people draft boards. And they did exactly that with this kid. But is he going to be a Ross? Or is he going to be somebody like a Tyreek Hill that's going to make a name for himself in this league? We shall see. Reggie Moore, 6'6", 227, good speed, really good jumps, really good bunnies. And right now, he's averaging 40-something yards a catch right now. So you already know Josh Allen finally got a guy that's not just good speed to get downfield, but a guy that's 6'6", damn near got a tight end body that can run and get down the field and make big-time plays in a 50-50 game. Again, when you talk about
Waivers.
Kai Fo, you're talking about a coach that's known for getting receivers and making that receiver go crazy for a year, right? The question is, can this receiver be more than what he's been, what a Coach Fo's receivers have been for him? Can he expand past the system? Can he be a guy that can be, a guy for numerous years and not just have a one big season and then they move on to another guy? Can this guy be a receiver that's going to be feared in the league for 4 to 5 years? Can that happen? Will be the question here with Kai Fo. Great speed, can catch the ball, good route running, and he can be a guy, right? He can be a true guy over there. Now, can he be a number one guy over there? We shall see. All right, man. Teller Falk, great speed coming out the draft. This guy was drafted with the 12th pick in the first round. The Baltimore Ravens needed a receiver because they were three deep on the roster. They got rid of a lot of guys. And they come back and they get, to me, probably the best receiver in the draft, in my opinion. Now, will he be the best receiver from that rookie class? I don't know. I don't know if the numbers will show what some of these guys are going to do with their guys, right? Because we don't need him to be that. We got really good receivers already. We don't need him to be that. But he's so good, he forced himself into a starting job right away. And he's actually probably leading the team in receptions right now. He's becoming that guy for us. So we really like Teller Falk. I think this kid is special. And what does that tell you what Michigan had this year at the receiver? Florida State, Michigan, these guys had some players coming out of their universities in this year's draft. So shout out to what he can be. Chris Wooden, 6'3", 195. 91 speed, 89 excel, 92 jumping. I like the receivers they have already. I think this is just an added piece. I don't think he'll be a starter. Michael Lynch, 5'11", 187 out of LSU, 91, 91. Another guy that probably won't really see the field yet. Special teams maybe. Trey Knox, he's going to see the field. 5'10", 186 out of Ohio State. Second big time Ohio State receiver. Good speed too. 94 speed, 97 excel. So we're going to see him definitely getting work. They got three guys down with him. The speed demon and then Trey Knox and Josh Downs. So they're gonna be all right over there. Damon Lau, 93 speed, 91 excel. Big body, 6'6". Anytime you got a guy 6'6" with 99 jump for this kid, gonna go crazy. And like you said, he just went to an X Factor, so that's meaningful right now. My player went up to X Factor. This guy went up to X Factor? Mm, it ain't showing yet. You talking about this guy or somebody else?
Backup RB.
Oh, backup running back. All right, cool. The guy you named yourself? Then there's Trent Way out of USC, 94, 95. He might find his way on the field for the Texans. Normal, but good speed. He might go find it. He might right now probably special teams, but he could find his way on the field. Undrafted guy that got picked up. So shout out to them. Justin Johnston, New England Patriots, out of Colorado. This is the superstar 82, 93 speed, 94 excel. That gives them a real good target over there to go along with that speed demon they got. Steve Rivera goes to the Eagles, and he's in a crowded receiver room where he can develop and learn from over there. So shout out. Terrence Ali, really good speed out of Georgia, 5'11", 190, 95, 93. I like that. 91 special catch, green arrows up. That means you on a +3 there, or maybe a +1, 2. Who knows? But anyway, they got some burners over there already. This guy can come in and play some slot for him, though. Jeez. Wagstaff. Nigga retarded as hell. He make you not want to talk about his fucking players, bro. Oh my God. I apologize. Drinking a little bit right now. Not that type of drinking. I don't drink at all. But anyway, Cheese Wagstaff, 6'5", 219. I know the Commanders was excited about this kid because he was there when they came back to get him. Like they did a good job of hitting on the guys that was on their board, landing a lot of them, and he's one of them. They got a basketball team and Washington. Simple as this. Basketball team. 6'5", 6'6", 6'1", 6'5", 5'11", and Johan and Terry McLaurin for 6 foot. So as you can see, they got a basketball team at the receiver position right now out there. So their quarterback Amari Braxton has some really big time targets they could throw to, man. Like, what do you do when you got to play 6'5"? You got to play 6'6", and you got to play 6'5" as the 3 starting receivers over there. Then not even for nothing, the tight end is over there at 6'6" as well. Yeah, they got it going on in Washington with the height wise. Now let's see how they gonna scheme that though. Like, how do you scheme that into dominance? DeMarco Davis, another guy, 6'3", 219, big body guy, 95 special catches, a guy that could be a route runner for you and that can, get some playing time. You calm your crazy ass down. Yeah, you know better. Braxton Shields, another 6'3", 226, 89 speed, 90 excel, good jumping though, and good special catch. Sammy Allen, 95-95, out of Georgia. That's back-to-back Georgia players for the Raiders. 94 change of direct, 96 special catch right now. And so he came in 93. This is a good receiver as well. They got decisions to make over there. They just adding weapons to their arsenal right now because they already had some guys, but like, what are they doing with these guys? Let's see. So they're loaded at the receiver position, right? You start off with this guy, this guy, this guy, and then this guy. And then they had this guy from last year, this guy from last year. And they came in with Tucker, and then Devontae Adams just don't even play for them anymore. But you can see a whole bunch of receivers they got to make decisions with. I guess you could say not a bad problem to have. Patrick Wilcox out of Miami. A Miami coach goes and get a Miami player. All right, so already Bobby Beck. Just saw him. Sammy Allen. Saw that guy. Martin Johnson saw that guy. They done switched it up now. Braxton Shields. And then you saw Wooden Ali, Flynn, Jeremy Flynn. All right, we out of the rookies now. Now, last one before we get out of here. Tight ends. Let's talk about some of these rookie tight ends. So you're gonna have a selection of different top style tight ends. You got guys that are blockers that can make plays for you. You got guys that can actually stretch the field and be, down the field receivers. Byron Adams, 6'6", 274, 84 speed, 87 excel. Looks like he's a good route runner, 70-70. So it looks like they got a solid tight end there. Alex Boss. I like this tight end. He got really good route runner, 80-80. Let's see if he's on Woodnut, but he's a dog though. James McDowell. This was the steal of the draft. That's twice. You got the fullback that the Jets stole, and then they came and got James Dowell. Most people look at him and be like, that 95, 85 speed ain't going to wow me at all. 73 route running is very high for a tight end coming out the draft. But the win is what they get when he unlocks in 30, 23 plays, play counts, right? What they get there. And the fact that they brought Travis Kelce in the mix, he's going to help them develop this X factor. And that's a steal, flat out steal. And now you see why the Jets are very excited about what they did in the draft. All right, Kevin Rivers, 77 overall, 86, 85. Added piece to the Niners. Dion Dockett, 81 speed, 86 excel, 88 special catch. You're looking at Kenny Arnold, 82, 87, 88 special catch. Eric Forbes was the number one tight end on the board. He's the 83 overall, star, 85, 88, 92 special catch. He can play right now for this team. Sheldon McCord for the Eagles. This is a pretty big time tight end. 86, 87 out of Notre Dame. 91 special catch. He could play right away. Wyatt Bundy goes to the Bengals. He's a blocker. He does have like 87 special catch, so he's solid. But he's more of a blocking tight end, which they need over there, right? They run the ball. They need a guy that can help seal the edge. Dakota Weston, second tight end the Giants picked up, 80 overall. This is the starting type of tight end that could replace the one that they got that is very old. Chad Bailey, 80 overall, 85, 88, 94 special catch. Let's see what he's about. Star. But again, I think he can come in and start right away. Jahad Abdul-Aziz. Remember that name. You know what I mean? That's what we love about Game of Thrones. You can bring names back. Guys that become names. But look, man, he's the fastest tight end in the draft. 6'5", 248 out of Connecticut. 92 speed, 92 excel, and 91 special catch. Got to get better in the route running, and he's on the ability. Now, the question is, what type of ability? Is it star? Is it superstar? If he's superstar, is a fucking win. Star, still going to be a win because of the speed. He can stretch the field in that in the crossing route system they got over there. There's another superstar that came out of this draft. I gotta find him. I want to show love to him. Andrew Frazier, is it? No. Is it Byron Adams? Nope. Alex Boss? Nope. Did I just already look at him? Frazier, Vanderbilt, McDowell, X Factor, Rivers. Is it Rivers? Let me find out the rich get richer. Nope, star. Nope. Damn, that'd have been hot if the Browns would have got one. I know it's not Forbes. I know he's a star. What about Sheldon McCord? Star. Who else got it? It was another superstar that came out of this draft. Wyatt Bundy. Could it be? Could it be? Nope. Dakota Weston, Chad Belly, Abdul Washington. Is it Anthony Washington? Nope. Who the fuck got the superstar tight end? Frazier, no. Adams, no. Boss, no. McDowell, superstar X Factor, no. Rivers, no. Dockett, no. Arnold, no. Forbes, no. McCoy, no. Bundy, Dakota Weston, no. All right, I'm gonna lose my mind until I find this superstar that's finding Preston Weston, no. Belly, no. No. Maybe his age. Maybe he's still a rookie and he's just a hire. Still got, might be a 22-year-old. No. All right, I'm not wasting the rest of this show looking for it. I'll find it and come back to the show. Next time I come back, we're going to talk about the linemen and just move right on down with the rookies right now, man. Let's get into matchups before I get out of here, see who got who. And again, I think the league scheduling is really crazy right now. Drew is back playing games, solid right now. Cowboys, Packers, Bears, Steelers. Could be a good matchup. Panthers, Bucks, Broncos, Colts. Could be a matchup. Rams, Jaguars. Raiders, Titans. This is a matchup. I like this matchup right here. I might even come back and make this a pick'em game on tomorrow's show. Seahawks, Falcons, playoff revenge game. Jets, Ravens, definitely the game. They already played. Eagles locked in with the Lions. Played already. That's solid. Giants and Commanders are in game right now. Dolphins, Saints, 305 battle. 49ers, Texans is a big time pick'em game. Browns, Bengals won't be played. Chiefs, Chargers. All right, so I like the 49ers, Texans, Jets, Ravens, and Raiders, Titans. All right, if you're still watching, let's get to it right now. You got 3 minutes to type in the chat your 3 winners. Pick all 3, get the gift. Raiders, Titans is the pick'em game. Jets, Ravens is the pick'em game, and 49ers, Texans are my 3 pick'em games. You get let's make it a little easier since it's early.
Raiders.
You get 2 out of 1. You get 2 out of 1. You'll get the gift. All right, 2 out of 1. So out
Jets.
all 3 of those games, pick 2 out of 1, and you'll get the gift. So let's look at.
49ers.
Here we go. So I'm gonna go.
Two out of 3.
2 out of 3. I'm going Ravens, Raiders,
Ravens,
Niners.
Niners, Raiders.
Let me guess. My boy Falk gonna go Jets. He got to. Nobody picking against themselves. He gonna go Jets, Niners, Raiders. Jets, Niners, Raiders, or Ravens, Niners, Raiders. That's what I'm going. Ravens, Raiders, Niners. Make sure you hit that like button because what's going to happen is you're not going to get no gift at all if you didn't show. If you don't show, you hit the like button. Hit that like button if you're comfortable with what you're doing. That's all I want to say to you. You got time to pick your pick'ems. Got time. You got time. That shit don't matter. You got 2 guys playing guys that that don't matter. Ball game. You know how that shit go. He went into Baltimore and won the playoff game with a fucking star quarterback.
Jets, Niners, Raiders. Raiders, 49ers, Ravens. He losing to Boone it does rolling on the floor laughing. Ravens Niners Raiders. Raiders Texans Jets.
All right, hope y'all got your picks in. Teach and Tell It, the Guru Show, episode 2. We're out of here. Make sure
Niners
you
slash
pick your
Raiders
pick and
slash
games.
Ravens.
Make sure you
Ravens
pick your
Raiders
games.
49ers.
Make sure you
Ravens
pick your
49ers
game.
Rockities.
Yeah,
Texans
yeah.
Raider. Texans Jets. Raiders Texans Jets.
Chicken.
Jets 49ers
Winner,
Raiders.
winner, chicken dinner.
Raiders.
And we're going. All right, we'll tally up when we out there.
Send
Appreciate
them to
y'all for
Max
tuning
officially.
in. Yep. So yeah, yep. Send it to Max. He back off a hiatus and vacation. He should be good now. Send it to Max. Make sure you hit that like button and show the screenshot of you hitting that like button and your pics. And we're gone.